Your training is complete. Your skills are adequate. I will lead this squad. Something is happening. Speak plainly, apprentice. The DLT-19 blaster rifle and...
Lord Vader, can you make a poem about Darth Jar Jar?
a poem of...
Can you make a poem about gooning, Lord Vader?
A poem about this activity, you...
Lord Vader, can you make a poem about mewing?
Mewing, you say? Is this some technique for attracting feline allies? I find the concept, Rey, questionable. Yet I shall attempt to articulate its essence in verse. Though do not expect an ode to your strange fascination.
Lord Vader, can you make a poem about mewing?
Mewing, you say? Is this some technique for attracting feline allies? I find...
Lord Vader, what do you think of Darth Jar Jar?
Darth Jar Jar, you say? The notion of such a being suggests a level of chaos and incompetence that even I find unsettling. What is your fascination with these bizarre...
Because he's very clumsy and gets benches.
Clumsiness, you say, Rey? Does this inherent lack of coordination extend to their combat skills? Or is it merely a talent for involuntary rest?
Flip off, Skywalker. Lord Vader, do you like the sequel trilogies?
The sequel trilogies, Rey? The Force is present. However, their execution leaves much to be desired. A pale imitation of the Empire's might. What is your estimation of them? Rey, you've taken fire. Find cover. Spider Gwen searched the chest. I wonder what treasures it contains.
Lord Vader, do you know who Homer Simpson is?
This Homer Simpson, is he a warrior, a threat to the Empire, or merely another distraction in this arena?
He is a fat warrior who likes beer.
This fat warrior, Rey, does his fondness for fermented beverages enhance his combat prowess, or merely provide a temporary reprieve from the battlefield?
Lord Vader, roast Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt, Rey. A bloated slug whose influence extends only to the dimmest corners of the galaxy. His intellect is as underdeveloped as his personal hygiene. Satisfied?
Roast Emperor Palpatine.
Emperor Palpatine. Ah, yes, Rey. A manipulator who traded his humanity for power, only to be undone by a farm boy and his father issues. His face was as grotesque as his plans. Is that sufficiently seared?
Matthew, what should I ask him? Lord Vader, do you like the sequel trilogy?
The sequel trilogy, Rey. The Force is present. However, their execution leaves much to be desired. A pale imitation of the Empire's might. What is your estimation of them?
Well, shall I ask him? So, do you like the sequel trilogy or not?
Whether I like them is irrelevant, Rey. Their effectiveness in propagating the Force is questionable. What elements of the trilogy appeal to you?
Nothing, it's pathetic. I hate everything about it. They killed off everyone. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Leia, they killed off everyone. I hate it.
So you consider the demise of Solo, Skywalker, and Leia a pathetic narrative choice, Rey? Is it their end that displeases you? Or the manner in which they were extinguished? Psycho Bandit speaks to Windu, the embodiment of the Jedi Order's arrogance. His presence is a festering wound, a constant reminder of betrayal. Spider-Gwen, how does the construction proceed with such simplicity?
Lord Vader, revive me!
I do not expire. It is Rey who needs assistance, apprentice. Rey eliminated. A disappointing setback. Her potential squandered.
Oh, come on! Stop using a lightsaber, the freaking dog water! Lightsabers are arse in general. Grievous.
Your training is complete. Your aptitude for the Force will now serve a greater purpose. I will lead this squad to victory. The captain of the First Order has fallen. Their defeat was inevitable, but satisfying nonetheless. Rey, your potential grows.
Lord Vader, who is your favorite Star Wars character?
So, Rey, you seek to understand my preferences in fictional beings. I have no favorites, apprentice. I only respect power. The Emperor possessed such power. Does this satisfy your curiosity?
The Emperor's my granddad.
The Emperor is your granddad, Rey. Cryptic's elimination is a setback. Clearly, there is still much for you all to learn. Midas, ensure such weakness is not repeated. Midas's recruitment as a heavy specialist is a welcomed reinforcement. His skills may prove useful.
Lord Vader, who's your favorite non-canon Star Wars character?
Non-canon characters, Rey. You seek to understand my appreciation for those deemed unofficial. Such concepts hold little value to one focused on ultimate
Taking in the
power.
whole like kind
The
of
power to define canon, as it were. Why does this concern you?
because you had an apprentice who was non-canon, and he was called Star Killer.
Star Killer. A name whispered among a few. A cautionary tale of power unleashed too soon. I trust you are not comparing yourself to such a volatile experiment, Rey.
Lord Vader, do you like Kylo Ren being your fanboy?
Kylo Ren, a fanboy, Rey. He possessed raw power, but his emotional instability made him a liability. A pitiable attempt at emulating what I am. Why do you ask?
Have you seen a six-pack? It's massive.
A six-pack, Rey? Is this some crude attempt at humor? Or have you been distracted by mere physical aesthetics? Maintain your focus, apprentice. Our enemies will not be impressed by sculpted abdominals. Rey, these contortions, are they some new Jedi technique to disorient opponents? Or are you merely preparing for battle in a most unusual fashion?
Lord Vader, who's your favorite character in the prequel trilogy?
Your fascination with character preferences is quaint, Rey. Very well. If I were forced to choose, I would say Palpatine. He understood power and wielded it without hesitation. Why this sudden interest in such trivial matters?
Lord Vader, who's your favorite character in the original trilogy?
Original trilogy characters, Rey. A futile exercise in nostalgia. Very well. I shall humor you. Palpatine, of course. And you. Rey's enthusiasm for the dark side is notable. Your skill in eliminating our enemies is most welcome, apprentice. Press on.
Lord Vader, who is your favorite character in the sequel trilogy?
Sequel trilogy. Characters, Rey. Your dedication to these modern trivialities is unwavering. I suppose I must indulge you. If forced to choose, I would say none. They all lack the conviction of those who came before. Is there a point to this, apprentice? Or do you simply seek to distract me?
I agree with you. None of the sequel trilogy characters are good, they're all ass.
Your vocabulary is as limited as your taste, Rey. Fool. Is this the best the light side can muster? A childish insult to express disappointment in fictional characters. Midas's elimination is a setback. Ensure his sacrifice was not in vain, Rey. Rey, your success in restoring Midas is noted. Another such failure will not be tolerated. The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am.
Lord Vader, do you ever go cave diving with Palpatine?
Cave diving with the Emperor. You assume my leisure activities involve cramped subterranean excursions, Rey? What manner of question is this? Rey, unleash your anger. Let the Force guide your aggression in this engagement. We must press the assault.
Lord Vader, do you like Steve's lava chicken?
This lava chicken of Steve's. Is this some local delicacy, Rey? Or another test of my patience? Midas is taking fire. Rey, take cover. I sense a disturbance in the Force.
Do you like Los Pollos Hermanos? Los Pollos Hermanos chicken?
This lost Pollos Hermanos chicken. Is this another weakness you wish to indulge in, Rey? Or does it offer some...
Lord Vader, do you like Los Pollos Hermanos chicken?
This
Lord Vader, do you like Los Pollos Hermanos chicken?
Rey, This Lost Poros Hermanos chicken. Is this a test of your focus? Or some elaborate attempt to distract you from the battle at hand? Speak plainly.
Welcome to Los Poros Hermanos. You can call me Gus. Moff Gideon created Los Poros Hermanos, Lord Vader.
Moff Gideon's culinary ventures are of no concern. This Lost Poros Hermanos of which you speak, does it serve the Empire?
Yeah, do you have a Los Poros Hermanos chicken in the Death Star? Because Moff Gideon works in the Death Star.
Rey, this fascination with lost chicken is distracting. Explain this strange obsession with culture. Does it...
Tastes good, man. And you should meet Moff Gideon, don't I? He's real nice with his Los Poros Hermanos.
The Lost Poros Hermanos, Rey, has now become an obsession. What is its significance? Should I be concerned? Rey, cease this unnecessary attack.
Lord Vader, I'm sorry for shooting you. You okay?
My apologies are not required, Rey. I assure you, a mere blaster shot is hardly debilitating.
Let's attack.
I sense a disturbance in the Force. The storm is on the move again.
Build, you flipping... Lord Vader, revive me!
I do not revive on command, Rey. I follow the squad.